5 o'clock in the morning, and I started to yawning. And then I snuck in my bedroom. And then I in the bedroom. Wiz Khalifa and T-Pain, you guys need to check out that song. So it's 5 o'clock in the morning. This is the time when I usually get up to do, my meditations and my astrological forecast. And guess who's up alongside me? All the fowls in the neighborhood, all the chicken them in the neighborhood. So y'all might hear a lot of fowls doing their thing. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. They're ringing off the alarms, and it's time for us to get into it. Welcome to another weekly forecast. This is going to be our astrological forecast for May 4th until the 11th, 2025. Wow, time moving fast. I am Kevis Major, doing it major, helping you to do it major using the insights of astrology. Now we are right in the hearts of the Taurus season. We are in the depths of the Taurus season. We're talking about that slow, steady, consistent growth. 14 days or 14 degrees into the Taurus season. So we have about 16 more days to go. Right now, today is the 4th of May, and we're experiencing a first quarter moon. The first quarter moon is a crucial point in the lunar cycle. It's the halfway point between the new moon and the full moon. Esoterically, we could see this as the first indicator of our manifestations based on the intentions that you set during the new moon. This is the time where you're gauging and you're assessing how you could make this manifestation cycle the most efficient and effective. All right, is there any alterations that you need to make? Anything you need to stop doing, or anything you need to do more of in order to manifest that intended desire, that intended outcome. This is quite powerful within the lunation cycle, and the full moon is going to be on the 12th of May, just about 8 days to go, 1 week to go. All right, so let's fully dive into what's gonna happen this week, as we are going to experience some major placements, alignments, and aspects. Lord, the fall I'm going crazy outside. And the 5th of May, we have Mercury sextiling Jupiter. I think this is going to be a great alignment. Just off the bat, Mercury sextiling, sharing its energy with Jupiter sounds like a great day, sounds like a great aspect. Communication opens up, insight flows, great for breakthroughs when it comes to thoughts, planning, or just honest communication. Mercury is in Aries, Jupiter in Gemini, and these two energies are fast paced, all right, and quite mentally active. So when it comes to, again, planning, brainstorming, just having great conversation, May 5th is going to be a great day. May 6th, however, our attention shifts slightly as Venus sextiles Pluto. Venus is in Aries, and so it just brings expansion to what we love, brings in that charisma and passion. We're talking about fire as well, and so there's depth to what we love and what we desire. We could see expansion there. We could see, even a bit of entertainment there. Again, fire being able to soothe and warm and bring in that type of comforting energy. And so this is a perfect day for passionate connections. However, Pluto is going to lend, right? It's not like a full-on conjunction, but it's going to lend to, those transformative qualities. So again, it likes to break down. Pluto breaks down in Aquarius. Aquarius could be quite analytical and critical. So I could see, Venus sextiling Pluto, like Pluto lending us some critical energies in order for us to be a bit more creative, or just, be able to shave down some fat so we get more meats, if that makes sense. May 7th, Mercury is going to conjunct Chiron, the wounded healer. Mercury, thoughts, communication, even being social in some way, shape, or form. So, healing words, maybe deep thoughts, or maybe just a moment where we could use our voice to speak from a place of truth as a form of a medicine, if that makes sense. It's like sharing your vulnerabilities and sharing your pains and struggles, and your wounds could be a form of motivation or inspiration, or people could just love that realness, like you just be vulnerable and you just kind of give it up like that. Like there's a certain level of attractiveness to people who are just bluntly honest, or people who are just blunt. It's something that I wish I could do, just, you know, throw all of my insecurities out there. But May 7th is the day where we may have the opportunity to use our voice as a medicine or as a form of inspiration, turn that pain into gain. If it's even if it's not your personal gain, but maybe the gain of someone else. May 8th, we're going to have a Libra moon opposing an interesting stellium. Now, around the 8th, Venus, Saturn, and Neptune are not going to be more than 3 degrees away from each other. This is considered a stellium. We are having one planet in Pisces, which is Saturn, and Venus and Neptune both in Aries, a lot of fire. So Libra is going to be opposing. I just want to say this could be a emotionally charged or challenged day. Libra moon is usually just a beautiful time. Anything with Libra I just love, right? Like I'm just biased towards Libra, and a Libra moon seems like a well balanced, harmonized day. However, this day might just be tense emotionally because the moon is going to be opposite. Yeah, no, a Libra moon, balance, harmony, pleasantries, sounds like a good day. But when the moon is opposing Venus, opposing Saturn, and opposing Neptune, you know it's going to be like one of those type of days. Right? So the moon deals with what we want, and so we may want what we can't have, which is opposing, you know what I mean? So opposition with our love and harmony, opposition with boundaries and discipline and illusion, that's going to be on the table. And then the opposition with Neptune, again, it's just alluding to, you know, escapism, procrastinating, just running away from the intensity of maybe the day itself or the situations and circumstances that may be happening around that day. And so the moon is going to urge us to be diplomatic, but also a bit indecisive, just because we have all of these energies again. So diplomatic but indecisive. So choose, make a choice. Basically, it's like, yeah, I got to make a choice, some difficult choices. On the 9th, however, wow, there's nothing. We could take a breath and let the lessons of the week integrate. And on the 10th, well, thought is going to slow down as Mercury enters Taurus. Mercury doesn't necessarily love to be here, but this is the time for clear, grounded communication and thinking. This is when we could really focus on what matters. We could speak with intention, and, you know, generally we are just grounded and rooted in what we value and what's really worth it at this point in time. For me, I'm going to be a bit on my P's and Q's because Pluto rearing up its ugly head. But I'm looking forward to Mercury hitting Taurus. I know Mercury doesn't necessarily love to be here, but Mercury being in the same sign as the sun really adds to what the focus is on. And we're in the Taurus season. It's all about value. and worth. If your thoughts and your communication could be aligned with your visions, your ego, I'm very much welcoming that. All right, major farewell until we meet or greet again. For some reason, I feel like I should have a better wrap up or takeaway for this weekly forecast. However, I don't, and that's okay because it is what it is. We have this last opportunity, right? This last opportunity since January 1st up until now, regardless of what season we've been in, we've had a lot of Piscean influence, right? We're talking about compassion, empathy, unconditional love, that type of, I don't know, just overall spiritual inclination, artistic vibes. But this month of May is like we're experiencing the last little remnants of this Piscean energy, because at the end of May, Saturn is moving into Aries, and that's it for the Pisces energy for some time. So it's like we have this last bit of Piscean energy that could help us to do a lot of, healing whatever wounds. We do have Pluto again breaking things down for the regeneration or the healing. So this week holds some emotional intensity, but also opportunity for deep healing and a chance for us to ground our thoughts and synchronize it with our actions. So our actions and our thoughts, our heart, mind, and soul are all aligned. This Taurus season is asking us to remain steady despite of the storm and to find strength in simplicity. Hit the like button. Drop a comment down below and don't forget to smash the subscribe button if you found this helpful, useful, or in the very least entertaining. Major farewell until we meet or greet again. I'm Kevis Major. I'm not an astrologer, but I help you to do it major using the insights of astrology. We're gonna get the outro right. I know it's a bit all over the place, but major farewell until we meet or greet again. Hope you guys have a great week and see you in the next video.